Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about 5 skills that are very important if you want to work from home. So if working from home is something that's interesting to you, that you plan to do, or you're maybe looking for a remote job at the moment, then this video will be very helpful for you, so you might want to watch it. Let's get started and let's hop into the first skill that is probably the most important, which is having very high self-motivation and being very disciplined and organized. When you don't have a team working around you and when you don't see them in person, I know that some people find it very challenging to keep themselves motivated, keep their high energy and excitement towards their work. So if you are a type of person who really enjoys having a team around them and who isn't very disciplined on their own, then remote working might not be the best option for you, because you definitely need to have high organization skills. You need to be very productive and you need to keep your excitement even when you're alone and when you will not see other people for a very long time, because that will be the case. Something that helps with this is if you're someone who enjoys routines and already has a structured schedule of their days planned, then this is probably going to be much more easier for you, because you will need to have that. You will need to fulfill those 40 hours or sometimes even more per week, and you will need to plan out your days accordingly and effectively. So you do need to have a very high sense of discipline, organization and self-motivation to be successful with working from home. And if you don't have these, I have to be honest, it's going to be very, very challenging and very difficult for you to succeed in this type of job. Number 2 is communication, and keeping in touch with your team members and your boss will be absolutely crucial when you're working remotely. Think of it this way: they won't be seeing you work physically at an office, so they need some type of validation, although you don't need to really prove that you're working, because if a company is hiring for remote jobs, then it means that they already have a trust, or they want to have trust in their team members. But set that aside, they will still not see you when you work, and they will not see the outcomes of your work if you don't reflect it, if you don't communicate it effectively to your team members and your employer. So you need to be able to use the online communication tools very effectively. It could be via emails, video calls, phone calls, chats, WhatsApp messages, whatever your team is using. You need to be on those platforms and you need to be communicating with them on a day-to-day basis and very effectively. Another part of this communication is, since you won't be really socializing with them at an office, or if you're working with team members who are in different locations around the world, then communication actually becomes even more important, because ideally you should still be socializing with them even though it's virtual. They are your co-workers, but you still need to build some friendships with them and get to know them better. It really strengthens the sense of being a team and working collaboratively towards an outcome, a shared goal. Number 3 is being tech savvy, and this is actually connected to the previous one, which is communication. Since your work is virtual, you need to be able to use all of the online collaboration tools and communication tools very effectively, and the more knowledgeable and skillful you are around these tools, the better for you. Your life will just simply be easier. As mentioned, you will be reflecting your work through these platforms, whether they're project management tools or simply communication tools. You will be using these on a daily basis very actively. So you need to know the capabilities of these programs and how you should be using them effectively to reflect your own work and share the outcomes of your work. A tip that I would give for this specific skill is, if you're currently not working remotely but you're looking for a remote job and you're making some applications, I would suggest that you research about different types of project management tools, communication tools that you might potentially come across when you apply for these jobs, because it will come really handy if you do start a job in that company and you already know the tool that they're using. Number 4 is being time conscious, and this sounds like a no-brainer and very simple, but it's very important to be aware, because you will be potentially working with people that are in different time zones, different cities, different countries. So this will become an important part of your life. So when you are arranging meetings, when you are sending them a message or giving them a phone call, you will need to be aware of their time zone and when they are working and when they're not working. A little tip that I would give on this one is to use a world clock app on your phone or on your desktop as well. Even if you don't want to use an app, you can still go ahead and check worldclock.com or worldtimezones.com or whatever it may be. Just search for the different time zones and look at the time difference before you arrange a meeting or anything of that sort. Finally, number 5 is being comfortable on your own, and I feel that this is almost as important as the first skill that I mentioned. You will be isolated, you will be lonely, you will be working from the comfort of your home, but you will be on your own. So you need to be comfortable, you need to be happy about being and working by yourself. And you, again, tying to the first one, you need to be able to motivate yourself. You can work from co-working spaces or coffee shops or restaurants, but you will still be on your own when it comes to working and motivating yourself. So if you're an extroverted person, if you are someone who really enjoys the company of other people and having in-person connections, communications with them, remote working is not like that. Be aware of this fact. And this does not mean that you need to be very introverted to be able to work successfully from home, but you will need to find a balance if you're not very introverted, and you will seek that socialization aspect. So this is definitely a skill that's important to have. I know that some people don't even like to go and see a movie on their own or do any type of activity on their own, which means that they might find this type of work environment difficult for them. And this is a skill that can be developed in time and you can change, but know that you need to be comfortable on your own and know that you will be isolated working alone most of the times, if not all. So this is definitely a skill that's very important if you want to work from home. So that's a summary of the 5 essential skills that I think you need to have if you work from home or if you want to work from home. And I am really coming at you from experience. I have been working in this work model for quite a long time now. And in case you want to learn more details about working from home, having a remote job, the pros and cons, and if I prefer to work remotely or not, there are other videos on my channel that are under this category, so I will make sure to link them here or down below in the description box, so you might want to check them out as well. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like and share with your network, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. There will be more videos like this one on this channel, as well as other career tips and marketing tips and lifestyle in Toronto videos. So if that is interesting to you, then don't forget to subscribe. It really means a lot and it supports the growth of my channel and keeps me motivated to keep making more videos like this one. Okay, I will stop talking. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.